What's going on, guys? It's your boy Kevin. I'm here to bring you guys another video just to let you guys know something. So, we're pretty red across the whole board. Um, and a lot of people are getting scared. A lot of people are like, oh, is this the bear market? No, it's not the bear market. Like I said many times, on the way up, you're going to see 20 to 30% dips. Normal, right? And we're seeing one of those right now, and it's not going to be the only one. I'm going to tell you guys right now. But let me just show you guys something with Bitcoin. All right. So Bitcoin, it was zooming. If we go on the 7 day zooming, we were at literally like 107K, and then now we're at 96,000. We literally lost $10,000 in Bitcoin, right? But like this is normal, and I want you guys to see something. And I know we're not Bitcoin maxis. We're probably in altcoins. Like the majority of us, if not all of us, we're in altcoins, right? So this is the chart for Bitcoin, right? I want you guys to see something. Whenever we see a run up in Bitcoin, there you go. Whenever we see a run up in Bitcoin, let's just say 67, 80%, which is a lot in Bitcoin, we see drops that are pretty normal of 15%, right? And then we have consolidation, dropping. But see this big run up, right? I want you guys to keep this big run up in mind that happened in February of 2024. Okay. Now let's move over, right? This run up, similar to the other one, obviously law of diminishing returns comes in, but we have basically a 50% run up, and then a 67% run up here. And then look, and then we had a little bit of a little bit of a next run up of 15%. So it's not weird for us to fall 10%, right? Right now, which what we're experiencing right now. When here we fell 16%. So this is normal, right? But the number one thing as us altcoin investors, whether you're meme coins, whether you're in ArcBlock, whatever altcoins, whatever you're in that's not Bitcoin, what we have to realize is none of this matters if the Bitcoin dominance is high. All right. Right now, the reason you guys aren't seeing the reason why people think it's a bear market and people that aren't experienced, and trust me, like it's okay, you're here to learn, right? The reason why people think it's a bear, or the bull run is over, is you're seeing Bitcoin drop 10% and be very volatile, and the dominance not go down, and therefore the dominance not going down, alt market's not booming, right? Because for alt markets to do the crazy explosion that people talk about, the Bitcoin dominance needs to be lower than needs to be below 50%. So, and then you see the fear and greed at 62. People get a little scared. It's just normal, guys. Like this is why we need to learn about the market, and we got to really listen to what the charts are telling us to really be secure. At the end of the day, we will never know 100% what's happening in the markets, but we can get a very good idea, and we can go with that idea to, maximize our returns, right? So if you're a trader and you're very good at reading these charts, you're making money right now. But us as long time holders, it's still good to look at markets, because we can still play around the market safely and, be disciplined and taking out profits on a 2-3x, letting it dip, reinvesting back, and then maximizing our returns that way instead of just holding through it. Because we can just hold through it. That's fine, right? We can hold through these 30-40% dips. And then whenever we reach our profit taking targets, just cash out. But the thing is that way can be very stressful. And what we can do is when we see these 30-40% retracements, or 30% retracements in the total market, in the altcoin market at least, we can be watching that because I called it. I saw it's time to sell, right? And for people that listen, you guys sure took profits not too long ago, and then bought back in right now. That's what I did. I bought back into ArcBlock. I bought more ArcBlock, and these are things we have to keep in mind. So you can either long term hold your bag, which is fine. you will reach your profit taking targets at some point, but it's like you guys can have more profit if you guys read these markets and educate yourselves and realize what the charts are telling you when we drop, right? And when we're going to drop, or if we're going to drop soon, and then take out and then buy back in when the markets drop, right? That's how you maximize your cash flow and your profits in this market. So with that being said, Bitcoin's down 10%, and then I showed you guys what happens in this run up, right? As you guys notice, one thing I want to show you guys is, look right here. I'm gonna switch the marker. So Bitcoin had this huge run up. Actually, I'm gonna give you guys a better percentage. 80% run up. So Bitcoin had this huge run up, and what it does after is that it dips, but then it goes for a higher low. I mean a lower high, and then does for another lower high. And the reason I say it's a lower high is because look, that's a lower high, right? And then after the lower high, then we see, oh shit, then we see the negative divergence of the consolidation, right? Consolidation until the next pump. And what is this? Basically a year. So what I say is, before we see altcoins really pump, Bitcoin has to do two things. One of two things. So let me just clear my oh. I'm still like learning how to use this a little bit. All right. So what I mean by this, so we see Bitcoin's done a 10% drop, right? Normal, don't stress. But what I say has to go, I think Bitcoin either has to go a little bit lower and then reach a lower high and then go on its way down, or Bitcoin bounces off the support, which the support is a little bit lower in here, does a higher high with a negative divergence. So this is what I'm saying. Bitcoin could reach 110 to 120,000. But you guys got to be very careful. If you guys are in Bitcoin and you see 110,000 Bitcoin, take profits. Take profits. Because the Bitcoin maxis that know what they're doing, that have been in this for a while, will sell on you. And then the whales of Bitcoin, the Bitcoin maxis selling, will attract the rest of the sellers. And then you're going to see Bitcoin do, like I said, this time, when Bitcoin does reach its top, you're going to see a Bitcoin do like a 25-30% drop. And that's going to take it down to like $80,000 USD, right? So, like I said, Bitcoin has to do either one of two things. We see a little bit more of a dip, maybe to like low 90s, and then a lower high, maybe reach back to like 100, 104, 105, and then we go back down on the way down, and then we just keep doing that. Or we see Bitcoin do the last leg up where, let me switch to this. We do Bitcoin do the last leg up for the higher high, which we reached 110 to 115, maybe 120. We watch it do a negative divergence, and then it's not going to be that violent of a crash, but it will be a crash. It will be, Bitcoin will dump. And whichever one happens, we guys got to realize Bitcoin on the way down will cause this Bitcoin dominance to go down and the altcoin dominance to go up, right? So the Ethereum will get more percentage, others will get more percentage, and then that is when we start making money. But I want to show you guys something. With that being said, once Bitcoin does that movement, whether we do a higher high, negative divergence, and then start dipping, or we do a lower high, and then start dipping, I want to show you guys something. So if we go to Ethereum, it's not going to be a straight shot up. It will be in a way, but it's going to be very volatile. Like, let me show you guys something. We're on the daily, right? This is last time ETH pumped. If we go on the weekly, cool. Everything looking, but look, I want to show you guys something. Look, so ETH is pumping, altcoin market's pumping, right? We're having great movements. Everyone's making money. But I want you guys to realize something. So in this leg up of 110% on Ethereum, look what we had after. And I've said this many times on the channel. It's you guys, we have to expect this. 20%, basically almost a 30% drop if we all go all the way down. 30% drop. To then be followed by, from there, another 70% increase, leg up. It's going to be a very, very choppy ride, right? So don't expect all flowers and honey when we're going up. It's not like that. On the way up, we will see drops like this, right? But it will be for every like 250%, we're gonna drop 30% or 40%, and we can't be surprised about that. Because you guys gotta realize, people that bought in here are gonna be taking those profits, right? Or even people that bought in here are gonna be taking those profits. So that's why we need to be taking those profits and realizing that we need to take profits along the way to maximize our returns. Same thing if I go on the ARC block. Look at ARC block, right? On the leg up that we had earlier this year. On the leg up that we had earlier this year, look, 42%, and then we have this on the 3-day, 12%. It's choppy. It's choppy run nonetheless, right? So we have to be okay and completely aware with the fact that we have to be taking profits along the way. I didn't take profits here. I was stupid. I should have. You're talking about like, so I invested. It's not even on this chart. That's how early I invested, like down here, right? And I rode it all the way up here, and I didn't take a single dollar of profit. We learn. This is why we have to take profits along the way and be disciplined and go make a plan. Go ahead with our profit taking targets, right? If you guys want, let me know. I can come out with a video explaining my profit taking targets and how you guys can create your profit taking targets. But we have to be aware of these things. So like I said, Bitcoin has to make those movements. Like I said, a lower high, which is around here, which means, and a lower high, oh no, not there. A lower high would be around here. So we go down up here. A lower high means, look, a lower high, right? We're seeing a negative divergence on the way down, lower high. And then from there, from the lower high, then, we'll see the start to dipping. Or we see the higher high around here, which a higher high obviously, oh crap, higher high obviously, but we're going to see a negative divergence. Negative divergences. If you guys don't know what negative divergences are, do your research, look it up. But also, like, you can kind of tell what negative divergences are just by going on the dailies and really looking. Okay, so basically you're gonna see a higher high. If it is what I'm saying, the higher high, you're gonna see a higher high with the volume not too high and the RSI up, about to breaking to the upside. So that'll be your negative divergence. Obviously I'll be updating you guys as we go, but we're close because we're on the last legs of Bitcoin, and I'm not here to call tops, but I think this is our last thing. Like, I think most people that have been Bitcoin for a while are taking profits. If not, they're waiting for that last leg up to take profits. Risky, but that's them. And then they're gonna take profits, and then we're gonna see Bitcoin do a 25 to 30% retracement back to 80K, 75 to 80K, and then that's when you're gonna see the altcoin market explode. And it's going to be violent. It's not going to be. And the reason I say we gotta take profits is because The altcoin market will shake you out, bro. They don't care about you. If you are here, if you're already up a 10x and you're waiting for another 30x, if you're, let's just say you're up a 30x, right? And you don't take profits, the market will wash you out. The market so quick will turn that 30x into a 3x, no problem. So quick. You won't even blink. So we have to take these profits and come out of crypto profitable, because we're lucky to be here, and God willing, we come out profitable. And we got to make sure God will give us everything that we need, but it's up to us. He gave us free will, right? So he loves us so much that he gave us free will. So we have to, if we see profit, we have to take out and then reinvest later. Because I'm telling you, this is not going to be the only leg up. I promise you. This is not going to be the only leg up. We are going to see later on in 2025. But for Q1, this is how I think it's going to play out. I kind of explained to you guys what has to happen with Bitcoin. We're not in a bear market. We're not at the top yet. Don't stress. We're definitely not in a bear market, and the reason for that is for a bear market to come in place, the bull market has to have, in my opinion, a loss of dominance from Bitcoin. That hasn't happened yet. So we're not in a bear market. Hold. In my opinion, I would hold. Just don't be emotional. Investors, the best investors, are willing to do nothing for a long time. And that's where the good investment comes in. The good investing strategies come in, and you have to control your emotions. Crypto is not for the emotional, and not for the faint of heart, right? So, and that's why I say you have to be in crypto when you're willing to lose. But with that being said, I jumped into this video and I forgot. Follow me on my socials. Follow me on X. I interact with the community on there. I'm pretty active on X. Follow me on X. Join the Telegram. All my socials will be popping up on screen, also in the link below. And then use the link on Blowfin that I have in the description for 10% cashback on all your trading fees and 5,000 USDT upon registering, only using my link below. Don't sleep. No KYC. Blowfin. Blowfin's really sick. I use it on a daily. I even have some art block on there right now. And especially going into this alt market, we're gonna be doing some trading here on the channel. So you guys want to be on the Telegram for that, because we're gonna see some signals. I'm gonna put some signals on the Telegram free. I'm not gonna charge for them. But I love you guys. Jesus loves you. God loves you. Not financial advice. Only gospel is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. This is not gospel. Go read those gospels. Change your life. But with that being said, I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Easy.